Let's make the best loaded baked potatoes you will ever have. Okay, so first off, you need to get some large potatoes. They need to be big. The bigger, the better, okay? After you do that, you want to rinse them off. Make sure you dry them off pretty good. And then you're going to drench them in some oil, give them a good massage, and then wrap them up in some foil. Okay, so once you got all of them covered, you want to put them onto a baking tray. You want to prepare these ahead of time too because they do take a while. I put them in at 400 for about an hour. But let me put y'all on real quick. Go to Costco and get this shrimp. This shrimp right here, I promise you, best frozen shrimp you'll ever have. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my skillet, I'm gonna melt some butter, and then I'm gonna saute the shrimp for a little bit. I added some Old Bay, some Tony's, and a little bit of garlic powder. I'm not going too crazy with the seasoning because I do still have to season the potato and the sauce that we're gonna put on the potato, so I don't want it to be too salty. But this is what they should look like after you're done, and then you can go ahead and take them out. I also fried up some bacon because that's just mandatory for baked potatoes. And then into that same skillet, I'm gonna saute some onions really quick. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter, and then I'm gonna go in with my heavy whipping cream and give it a little whisk. And I don't have exact measurements, y'all. I really just be eyeballing it for real, but that was like a full container of heavy whipping cream. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Parmesan cheese and get that all melted and creamy. I also seasoned it up with a little bit more Old Bay and a little bit more Tony's. And then you wanna taste it to see if it's okay. Once it looks like this, you can go ahead and pour it into something and set it aside so that we can go ahead and work on the potatoes. Now you wanna try and get as much of the potato out as possible. Like scrape that thing out, make a nice deep hole. And then I go in with some salt and some pepper and also a little bit of parsley. Add some butter, sour cream, some shredded cheese, as much as you want, and then go in with our chopped shrimp. And then I added a little bit of our sauce to it just so it can make it easier for me to stir it up. Once it looks like this, you can go ahead and start filling the potato skins, get them nice and stuffed. Add some shredded cheese and our bacon pieces over the top. We're gonna pop this into the oven for about 10 minutes, and this is what it should look like. Add that Parmesan sauce all over the top and some green onions. And this was so fire, y'all, 10 out of 10.